We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
And good evening. Thanks for being with us on this Wednesday. I'm Tim Seaman. Well, it's getting to be a bit of a broken record. Dangerously cold conditions continue to blanket Siouxland, and we may be headed to the coldest overnight of the week. The latest impact right here in Siouxland in our top story tonight at 6 o'clock. It is not often that we see the Missouri River freeze over in Sioux City, but that is the case tonight. What was floating chunks of ice earlier this week is solid ice tonight. The National Weather Service does not have records. They tell us how often this happens, but we're told conditions vary as to when the river will freeze. The flow and the depth at the time play a part in all of that. We saw several people today, though, out taking pictures along the river at that unique setting. We know there's another cold night ahead, but it sounds like the Missouri will be flowing again eventually with warmer conditions. But as Chief Meteorologist Victor Perez joins me, as I mentioned, tonight is going to be a cold one.
Definitely will be. It could be breaking a record previously set, if I remember correctly, in 1936. We will be seeing it right now. But we'll see that conditions across the viewing area show that that river has been a little bit stagnant and looking like more snow on the ground with that ice out there as we take a look out from the Ho-Chunk Center with temperatures that are beginning to fall to 0 degrees. Most of us only rose a few degrees above zero, and we'll be seeing that low temperatures start of the day were in the single digits below zero for most of us, dropping down to the teens, but we're expecting potentially record-breaking low temperatures as we could be dropping all the way to 16 below, beating our record set back in 1936 of 15 below zero. And of course, we'll be feeling colder with the breezes. I'll let you know how cold we'll be feeling coming up. Tim?
Thanks, Victor. We'll get back to you in just a little bit. Sioux City school kids will be getting a fourth day off this week tomorrow. The Sioux City Community School District announcing no school for Thursday. That happened early today, in fact. Sub-zero early morning temperatures make it very dangerous for students who have to walk to school. Also pretty hard on transportation. For anyone who must be out, as you just saw there, a reminder to layer up and then be fleet of foot if you've got to be outside. Also may be prepared to get around in some miserable conditions that will last at least another day. Multiple school districts are already making plans for Thursday here in the tri-state. A 2-hour late start or be closed tomorrow, either or. St. Paul Lutheran School will be closed on Thursday, but Bishop Heelan Catholic Schools opting instead for a 2-hour late start tomorrow. We have a full list of closings and all the delays on our website. You'll find it at SiouxlandProud.com, as well as on the KCAU-9 News app. Just go to Weather and then click Closings. Well, if you have to be outside in this cold weather, there's a few things that are important to remember. Make sure to limit your time, first off, outside. Just don't be out there is the best thing if you don't have to be. And make sure you wear multiple layers of clothing. Winter gloves and hats and coats seem like a simple option, but sometimes those are overlooked. This will help prevent frostbite and hypothermia as well. And when it comes to pets, keep them inside as long as possible and keep ice melt and salt off of paws and feet to protect those animals. Another case of avian influenza has been detected here in northwest Iowa. The Iowa Department of Agriculture reporting the disease detected in a commercial turkey flock in Sac County. It becomes the state's 4th case of the bird flu so far this year. The other cases were found in Buena Vista, O'Brien, as well as Clinton counties. Governor Reynolds has already issued a disaster proclamation that will allow Sac County to benefit. It gives the state resources to those to help with containment, disposal, and disinfection. State officials say that it is still safe, though, to eat eggs and poultry products. Well, Iowa Representative Randy Feenstra and Iowa Senator Joni Ernst are leading a letter in both chambers of Congress asking that the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture strengthen its efforts when it comes to the bird flu. 38 lawmakers between the two letters are urging the USDA to support several measures, including an aggressive forward-looking strategy for vaccination in affected laying hens as well as turkeys. The South Sioux City Fire Department is teaming up with Haas Electric Safety Cloud. It's all in an effort now to help notify motorists of nearby emergencies. This collision prevention service is available through Waze or Apple Maps, and it delivers real-time alerts to all drivers in the tri-state region when emergency services are active in their particular vicinity. South Sioux City Fire Chief Doug Koopman says that this is a perfect way to help notify any distracted drivers that could potentially get in the way or cause an accident during that emergency.
The vehicles are so soundproof these days anymore that they can't hear the sirens. The people are distracted, so they don't see the lights coming. And so to have this where they're playing their music and all of a sudden stop their music and pop up an alert, they have emergency vehicles in the roadway, is a great tool for them to alert them to take precautions before they get on scene.
Koopman adds that he hopes the new alerting system will help reduce the number of accidents across the Siouxland area. Here in Sioux City, a ribbon cutting today for one of the city's youngest business owners. Meet 17-year-old Lily Wilford. She became the proud owner of the Papa Murphy's Pizza Store last August. Well, today the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce officially welcomed Lily. Initially, Lily's parents, Kathy and Brad, were offered that business from the previous owner, but after watching Lily work at the store for 3 to 4 years, they instead offered her the opportunity. She told us today that she's excited to be leading the Papa Murphy's team.
Really just finding out how to lead them. As a 17-year-old, how can I lead them well? And really just put the skills that I've learned from my homeschooling and being able to learn and grow and to always become the best version of me that I can.
Lily says that she's still got much to learn about being a business owner, and she's excited for whatever the future might come her way. Speaking of coming our way, at 10 tonight, KCAU-9 reporter Tyler Euchner shares Lily's favorite part of that job. Well, the Tyson Event Center will continue to be home for the NAIA Women's National Volleyball Championship through 2028. Sioux City and the NAIA announcing a 4-year contract extension today. The Women's Volleyball Championship has been a staple of the local community since 2008. Each year, the championship gathers 24 teams from across the country for 7 days of single elimination tournament play, roughly averaging over 6,000 attendees. Corey Westra, the co-director for the NAIA Women's Volleyball Tournament, calls the Tyson Center a true home for champions.
It's a perfect venue. It really is. I've been to a lot of NAIA national championships, and I've been to a lot of volleyball NAIA national championships, and they all did a great job. I mean, I've been out to Point Loma, I've been to Columbia, I've been to Florida, I've been to Illinois. But when it was in a university gym over against an arena, there's no comparison.
Mark your calendars. The NAIA Women's Volleyball Championship for 2025 is set to take place December 3rd through the 9th.